Greetings and salutations everyone. Today we're going to be drawing this inked piece of Gamma 2 from Dragon Ball Super Superhero while I give my review. So let's get into it. Dragon Ball Super is our latest film in the Dragon Ball franchise, a great addition to the series, and I must say, if you are on the fence watching this film, go watch it. It is a must cinematic experience. The scale, the scope, the fights, the action, the only way you can really experience this movie is in cinemas. Please don't watch it off like a laptop, off a cam version. Please go watch it and please just support the artist, because this movie I genuinely really enjoyed. Contrary to beliefs, I didn't really care for the build-up of this film at all, and majority of the time frame it was being developed. When the first teaser dropped, I want to say a year and a half ago, with Goku doing his battle stance and the Dragon Ball Super Superhero title coming up, emotion, I had no excitement at all. Even with the first trailer that was released, it was in Japanese only, but it was only recently, legit a month ago, where I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. I went completely blank into the film, and I must say it was chef's kiss. Again, it's a very interesting choice they did it. I really don't want them to continue this style of animated movies for Dragon Ball in the future. I think they did an okay job with it. I wasn't blown away by the animation, but again, I wasn't disappointed at all. There were a couple times where I was like, yeah, this is definitely I'm watching a very long video game cutscene. There was a lot of times where I was like, oh, okay, that's very creative. You can't there's stuff that you can't do in 2D animation, but you can do in 3D. A lot of cool panning shots of cities and giant areas and landscapes. There's a scene in the trailer where it's raining and there's a fight between the Gamma android and Gohan. That was done beautifully with the rain effects. Oh, it was amazing. But don't let the CG put you off at all. It's definitely up there with one of my favorite films. If I were to I guess rank it with other films in the series, being the other 13 DBZ films and the 2 Super films, it's definitely in the top tier. I'm not gonna lie. I have such a high regard for some of the films, being Fusion Reborn, Wrath of the Dragon is one of my favorites. I grew up with Battle of Gods and Broly. It's definitely up there in terms of action and story. And what I love about this film the most, it's a Gohan film. It's a Piccolo film. It's a Gohan and Piccolo film. Characters that have been sidelined the most in Dragon Ball Super and the tail end of Dragon Ball Z, and it was so heartbreaking seeing Gohan become the biggest meme. As comparing him to the Cell Saga, it's legit night and day for the way his character fell off. It's called Superhero, and yes, there is a lot of superhero references and homages to modern and classic superhero movies. If you're a fan of the MCU, Batman, the DCU films, there is a blatant, I don't know if this is a rip-off of a homage, but there is a blatant rip-off of a certain shot from a certain Marvel film where I'm oh my god, that is very on the nose. The new characters being introduced, being the Red Ribbon Army, back as the antagonists with new foes to fight. They were done brilliantly, and they are so cool. Oh, I love the Gamma androids to death. Okay, so we have finished the pencils for the drawing. Let's move on to the inks, and with that said, we are going into spoiler territory. So, heads up. Oh, where do I begin? Bro, I wanted to cry when Gamma 2 died. I wanted to cry. His sacrifice was so sick. Very Superman inspired with his dive from the sun. Ugh. He died a superhero, and that's all that mattered, man. He died a hero. Very interesting. I love the way that they brought back Jiro's legacy and the Red Ribbon Army's legacy with his grandson. I like the fact that at the end him and Gamma 1 turned sides at the end and came to their senses. It's a very typical trope that you see in a lot of films where he's a smart character, but he's not smart enough to know that he's being manipulated by the bad guy. But I enjoyed it. Pan's adorable. I love Pan. I think what Dragon Ball Z does the best is the parenting dynamic between mentor and student. Gohan and Pan, Piccolo and Pan as well. Gohan and Piccolo. Post-credit scenes was very fun. Vegeta beat Goku for the first time ever. Can you believe that? He's never beaten Goku. Deep it. Just deep it. And he finally wins. We see it off screen though, but it is what it is. Vegeta can have his limelight for a bit. We didn't get to see much of Broly. I'm a bit sad on, because I love Broly. Basically the Tarzan of the group. There was a really cool Easter egg. I don't know if anyone remembered this theory going around back in the day, but you know how, I don't know if Team Foresight did it or made it popular, but Android 16 is the son of Dr. Jiro. Correlation between Jiro and Android 16, and I've only seen the film once, and there was the family tree that was being shown, and you saw Android 16, and I was like, no way, it's true, it's canon. The new forms we got introduced to being the Beast form of Gohan and Orange Piccolo, which is one of the worst names I've ever had. A Beast Piccolo sounds a lot better. But it is what it is. I really liked it. I love the bulky Piccolo look. I love the throwback to the fact that Piccolo and Giant again, like he did against Goku in the OG series. That was really fun to see. Gotenks as well. They really... It was a slap in the face, man, where you didn't get to see Gotenks to transform. He did though. It was a fat form. It was the fat form because they flopped the stupid fusion dance. But when they beat Cell, they actually did it, but it was off screen. God damn it, man! I want to see an adult Gotenks. But it's really cool seeing a grown-up Trunks and Goten because it just seemed like they've been kids forever. God knows how long. I was very hesitant when Cell was going to be the big main boss, but I think they did it very, very well. It's not the Cell that we know. Yeah, it's fine. It's very video game-esque with like a big minus boss at the end, and it's the imperfect Cell as well designed, so that's something pretty unique that we don't usually get. I'm just happy that the Z Fighter roster is getting bigger and bigger with Gamma 1 and Juro. They're continuing the story for Dragon Ball, and there's definitely more to come in the future. So yeah, like legit, like I like a movie a lot when I do a piece of drawing on it. Gamma 2, defo the highlight, the GOAT, the MVP of the film. I love that guy so much, man. I hope they bring him back with the Dragon Balls. But yeah, that is my art piece. This is my review for Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what your thoughts are on the film below. And with that said, I shall be signing out. Here's a quick look at the piece, and I shall see you guys next time.